Welcome back to the Ennui podcast, episode 220. We just talked for 15 minutes and I forgot to press record on Riverside, but that's okay. We're a professional podcast here at We Are Ennui Proprietary Limited. I hope everyone's having a good time. Hi, Benji Davis. We've had a good day. Let's go through everything that we talked about for the last 15 minutes.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is very attractive.
Your fleshlight.
She's in that movie, Jennifer's Body. Fleshlight. We'll get to that because I want to mention that. That's funny. I'm going to start off with my great little story. I feel like I'm just retreading shit now. But, Ben, I sent you a link in... sent you a link in Discord just then. So, on Twitter, I follow a guy called Malcolm Bivens. He's a manager in WWE, NXT. And so there's somebody else put out a tweet about people who work at the WWE, that their social medias are run by the company. The tweet says, actually, WWE superstars aren't allowed to make their own posts on social media. Their accounts are mostly run and managed by WWE. That's a wrestling fan impression if you didn't get that.
You could have just spoke like yourself.
That's fucking funny, cunt. So I replied, if that's the case, at Malcolm Bivens' account must be run by an intern because his social presence is, for the lack of a better term, trash. And then he proceeded to screenshot my profile, and then post a screen grab of Sabrina the Teenage Witch with a little black cat that says, "It says here you're a bitch." Very funny. He tweets that out. He blocks me because he thinks I'm a troll. And it has 4,943 likes, 328 retweets, and 18 quote tweets. Many, many replies. All of them roasting me. Didn't make me feel very good. Like at all. Somebody called me fickle. Somebody said, I'm sure he's got a great podcast, laughing emoji. That's not very funny at all. Anyway, I retweeted it on the Ennui account. Said I'm actually a big fan. He ended up messaging me saying like, he gets so many like replies. He doesn't realize that not everyone's a troll, and he apologized to me. And he's going to send me a t-shirt. So what do we get out of this? Clickbait title for the podcast and a free t-shirt.
Did you choose the design of the t-shirt?
No, I just said, look, I've already asked too much. He's already given me too much. But now I get to clickbait it with which WWE superstar roasted and blocked me on Twitter. So the joke is he's not actually a WWE superstar because he's in the developmental leagues. And also, he's a manager. But it's good clickbait. I got John Cena on the thumbnail probably. Maybe Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Who knows? Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Undertaker. I'm just listing off wrestlers now. The Big Show.
I know John Cena and The Rock because they're both movie stars.
Do you know? I'm going to name some niche ones. Sylvain Grenier. That's a little French one. He wasn't really good. He had a
person.
You know who the best wrestler of all time is, and I'll send you a photo. Actually, go to Google Images and Google Curry Man. Okay, I'm waiting for you to do it. Go to Curry Man and go Images, and that's Curry Man. You there?
Yes.
Ben, have you Googled Curry Man yet?
Oh wow.
You found him? That's professional wrestler Christopher Daniels as Curry Man, and he's a former IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I don't know why this was a gimmick. His theme song's really good too. It goes, whoop, 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 whoop. It's a comedy character, if you can't tell. Whoop, 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 whoop. Welcome back to the Ennui podcast. I might change the theme song. Whoop, 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 whoop. What if you had like a really heavy like EDM theme song? Whoop, 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 whoop.
Why do you have two mouses on your computer?
One is for the computer, one is for my laptop on my side. Any other fucking stupid questions?
Because you got two different computer mouses.
No, because I can go like this. Ooh. Making sure I don't press the stop sign. Stop sign. The other thing I want to bring up that we already talked about was no, because this pisses me off, cunt. I wanted to get some. So I bought my new computer from Aftershocks. Shout out.
They were
Aftershock
never going to send you
at
free
Aftershock
shit.
PC. They put out an email. If you tag them on social media with your new build, we might give you some free stuff. So I posted on the official Ennui company Instagram. And some fuckwit called Benjamin Davis, beforehand, it was me just going, oh, someone might have posted something. I'm fucking pissed off. You posted in the comments, is that a fleshlight on the desk?
It looks like a
It's my air purifier. It's my air
Why do
purifier,
you need an air
okay?
purifier? Open the fucking window.
I like my rooms smelling like vanilla, okay?
Fair enough. No, I
Do you
don't.
have
I'm
a
just
problem?
saying.
Fair enough.
I'm just
Fair
saying.
enough.
It.
Fucking.
You could have maybe moved that out of the picture. Like if you were just getting like the PC build, I would have taken everything else out of the picture, and then no one would have commented anything stupid on the fucking post.
It's a nice.
It is a nice looking air purifier. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying it looked at first glance when I first saw the picture, I went, that looks like a fucking flashlight, and then I realized it's not. But I was like, I'm gonna post a comment saying, "Is that a flashlight?" Anyway. You could have at least
I'm going to
answered
say is what
the comment. Oh, you did?
I did. I said yes, it is.
I mustn't have. Well, see, that fucking wouldn't have helped your situation at all.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair point.
See, they might have just gone, "Oh, well, it's some guy commenting is that a flashlight?" It's clearly not, and then you would have gone, "Yes, it is," confirming that it is indeed a flashlight, and they would have gone, "Let's not send this creep anything."
Yeah. You're not wrong. I think the second time around recording, it actually comes out better. That's true. I used to do it all the time. Forget to press the record button. Back in the day,
yeah, you were in person. Terrible. It's because you only had your laptop set up, and it'd be like on the other side of the room.
Yeah,
and you'd have to walk over and
like,
press record. Walk back to the desk. You'd sit down and go, "Oh fuck, did I press record?"
And then sometimes it'd be like the computer's like old and like there's not enough RAM. So then, like, it'd get to a certain point of recording, and it'd be just like stuck.
There were heaps of times too where the camera stopped recording.
Oh fuck me! Yeah. Like the battery went flat.
Halfway through a video podcast, and the next minute it just cuts to an audio.
Cards full. Some fucking dumb bullshit. That's what always fucking happens. But now, it's a little bit better. I was gonna ask you, what are you doing for 2022? But in our original recording, you made me aware of the fact that in the New Year's special. I already did that. We did that. I got a note here. Matt trying to fight Ben and all his mates while drinking. Remember how? So I was at Ben's house having a few drinks, and like I'd only had one. Like I wasn't like rowdy or anything. It was just like there's Ben, everyone else. Give a bit of a shout out. Come on, it was you, Lindsay, Hayden, Josh.
That was it.
That's all of you. It was 4 of you. Yeah. I said, you know what? I could probably take you all down. And everyone's head just like spun around. What? I think I could take you all down easy. That was not the case. Because Josh has done Taekwondo for many, many years, and he took me down quite easy. Hayden also done Taekwondo for a long time. Lindsay, we didn't go arm to arm.
You guys
didn't battle.
Respectable.
Well, fine. Exactly. But you and I, we didn't either, but I know for a fact that you could probably...
Yeah.
Did we?
Right, I think I won that one. I went in. I think.
Sorry.
You.
I think
I kicked your leg out from underneath you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but I think that I still think that in a year's time I could take you all down.
We're all black belts, right?
Yeah, but as I said to you all, I've been watching professional wrestling since I was 5 years old. I think I could take anyone.
At one point, you were in a lock, and I was afraid your arm was about to be broken. Because I was watching you, and I'm like, someone's going to cry in a second. Like, someone is going to have to go to the hospital.
No. I was fine. It was a friendly sparring session. I can't believe
you fucking said that you could take us all on and thought genuinely that no one was going to do anything about that.
No, it was close. close.
Afterwards, we were all very, very nice to each other and friendly.
We were. I think I gained a bit of respect.
I think we all just felt bad for you.
Yeah. No, respect.
Because the girls came home in the middle of it. And they came out the backyard and just saw you wrestling on the ground with another person. And we're like, what the fuck happened? I was like, oh, Matt said he could fight everyone.
No, you said Matt's just gaining the respect of his peers. And I think I did.
And then we all went inside and watched snooker. Yeah.
We did. Live
snooker.
snooker.
Yeah.
It was great. I don't think there's anybody. I wonder what the
Still don't
ratings
know
are for the
fucking
snooker.
rules. And then we watched darts.
Ball going
We
hole.
watched darts afterwards.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing we learned from today is that I could take out anybody, and nobody can say
Cool.
different. What do you think about? And this is a video idea I'm working on. It's about me entering like the YouTube boxing scene, and I train up, and I'll fight someone. I'll fight another YouTuber.
Who?
Phil Dogs, perhaps. Phil Dogs.
When are you gonna fight Brandon?
I wanted to, or because I said that. Oh, some fucking stupid shit. Brandon Raps, no-name Sydney YouTuber, stopped posting videos, and now he has an OnlyFans where he like posts like butt pics.
Why do you know?
Dick pics? Because I found it. Somebody sent me a screen. No, it was on his. It was on. So he had an Instagram that wasn't really being used, but there was another one I found, and I clicked on it, and it's like a big black bar in front of his dick. But nobody likes Brandon Raps. He's a nobody. However, if he's listening to the podcast, which he's not,
he fucking hates
I'll kick your
you.
ass. I think I could take him down. He does. No, but I want to train up and and maybe not boxing. Maybe like, okay, you can help me with some taekwondo. I might get some Brazilian jiu-jitsu experience, and I will have a professional MMA fight against another YouTuber, Phil Dogs, perhaps.
I think
Thoughts?
it's a hate crime. If you hit him.
What? No, but if he says
Oh, yeah,
yes, and it's for charity,
What charity?
and the charity is We Are Ennui Proprietary Limited.
Well, I tell you what you need to do again, because you gave the shout out before. We need to shout that kid out again, who is a part of the.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Patrick. Yeah, hey Patrick Quilty. Thanks for giving us $60 a month on Patreon, big dog. That brings us up a bit.
That's $60 a month.
We're gonna look exactly in that tier. It says there's opportunities to work with us. So I'm gonna get Patrick involved in a video, and it might be this video. I might spar against Patrick, this small boy, and break his arms.
Don't say small boy.
Well, he's not very big. I think I could cripple him.
Don't say small boy though.
Oh, Cripple Boy. So we can have a new character in our series called Cripple Boy. And all we do is we just like push him out of his wheelchair and push him downstairs and all that sort of stuff. If it
you're
means he's
sick.
famous. I'm sick. No, I don't have the virus.
You need help.
I don't. As they say, the crazy ones are the geniuses. I think that's the saying. Is that the right
You're
saying?
the one telling the story.
I think it was a Steve Jobs quote, something like that. I don't remember. It was one of those. I don't fucking know, cunt. Look, I just sit here and record a podcast. And I'm good at it too. Are you keen to come up and visit in a few weeks and we'll make some content?
Sure.
Finally. Yep, we're going to sit here at this little desk and we're going to do the videos I planned. We've got 8 we could do, but probably only 4.
That's how I want to spend Australia Day long weekend.
Yep. Me too. Making some content. Look, it's going to be a good time. You haven't been over where I live to stay before?
Well, not to stay.
To stay.
I helped you move a few boxes.
Yeah, a few boxes. The Mudgee region is a great little area.
For meth.
If you guys want to come round, there's a great... No, it's more of a coke town. If you ask me.
Town.
Fuck, somebody... Everywhere is a coke
but
town,
like-
mate.
yeah, but
There's
like
drugs
Scones,
everywhere.
Like Coke, a little bit of meth. Mudgee's like meth and a little bit of Coke.
I don't know. I think it's the other way around. I don't know, to be honest. We'll have to see about
Go
that.
pick up a needle and tell me what's in it.
No worries. We'll test the needles. We could do our own like
Hopefully
versions of
it's the Pfizer
Mythbusters.
shot. Yeah.
The Pfizer shot. Did you I really want have you heard of the new shot, the Oogada Boogada? You get it like around the back of a dumpster with some like this like African man, darkest skin I've ever seen. And he'll just like inject you in the side. It's like $500.
Is that like all? Is
And
that like
after it
all
just start
3
bleeding.
shots in one? Yeah.
Pretty much. You just start like bleeding out your
Yeah,
eyelids. It's pretty
mad.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it hurts for like
Yeah.
6 months,
Yeah.
but after that, you're like immune to anything. Like it has actually
It's the
every
best
shot.
high ever.
You'll have Exactly. You like high for 6 months, but you won't get COVID, you won't get AIDS, and you probably won't live
Trust
long
me, you
after
lose
it.
more
So
than just your sense of taste and smell. You lose
that's right.
everything.
That's exactly right. Fuck me sideways. That's some good stuff. Actually, speaking of, I just pressed. I thought I pressed the wrong button, but I didn't. I clicked the correct one. It's all good. No stress. We've already had recording problems today, Ben. I went to Zambreros for the first time like a few weeks ago. So Zambreros is like how do you describe it? A shittier Mexican's change than the other one that's in Australia. What's the other one?
Yasmin.
Guizamos, what's it called?
Gomez and whatever the
Gomez,
fucking yellow one is.
Mexican Australian restaurant. I think it's called Guemos. Is it called Guemos?
Cheech and Chong.
I can't. Cheeks and Chong, yeah. So rather than go on Cheeks and Chong, go to Zambreros. There was a 10-year-old boy working there.
Oh yeah, you're telling me this.
Yeah, it's fucking. He looked 10, and he's serving Mexican
Sounds
food.
about right.
It was a bit weird.
Did you
it was
like
very
it?
dead though. There was we were there. I didn't mind it.
I actually quite like Zambreros. I feel like the menu's more simple.
Obviously, I feel like it is, and that's right. Like you just chuck whatever you want. It's sort of like in a way like a Subway
for Mexican food.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, and you have good Subways and you have bad Subways.
The bad Subways are the ones that are
like
attached to a petrol station.
That's exactly right. All the ones that are like right in the middle, like a big shopping center,
really
they're always
tiny.
shit.
And you know the lettuce
isn't it
fresh.
funny? Exactly. Isn't it funny how like you go to a big shopping center and you know that the best food you're gonna get is like this greasy, slimy,
it's like
Indian
the fucking
food,
one that's in the corner, but
so
there's
good.
40 people in line. It's like whatever that is must be
That's
fucking
it.
good.
You know what? You know what grinds my gears? It's a new segment on the Ennui Talk podcast where I talk about things that grind my gears. You know what grinds my gears? Going to a huge shopping center and then lining up for fucking KFC or McDonald's. You can go to one of them anywhere in Australia.
And
get some Indian. Get some Thai.
If
I don't know.
there's like a Subway, a KFC, a McDonald's, a Hungry Jack's, a fucking Red Rooster in a shopping center, it's shit. Like, it is not good
always.
fucking takeout store. But, like, the Chinese place next to it that's probably had, like, honey chicken sitting there for fucking 3 days is a better feed. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because, like, you get those Chinese in those shopping malls, and they fucking stack that thing up. Like, they fucking jam some shit into those containers.
Oh, fuck yes, they do. And it's good. And it's like, oh, okay, that'll be like $9. Like, really?
It's like,
that's good.
Like, large is like $11.20.
Like, those people are just like happy to make a buck.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't want to say it like that, but it's like they're just happy to like provide good food, and like they cook in bulk anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they cook, they have like, so they're gonna be
They
fine.
fucking go through it. Like I've never been to one of those places that it hasn't got people in line.
No, I know. Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. I think I'd rather get like shitty Indian than good Indian, but like greasy Indian than like go to like a Subway.
Yeah, like I'll go.
Then again,
the only Subways I like going to are shop like it's their own fucking building.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 100%. I went in the other day though, and they were like so rude. And I was in there for 5 minutes. They were so rude to me. I got my Subway, and then 2 hours later, I get a notification on my phone saying that you've been in contact with someone with COVID, and there was nobody in the fucking store.
Except for the workers.
So I probably got COVID for the fucking workers. So if you find out that I've been home for fucking 14 days after isolate, it's fucking Subway and Mudgee. Probably shouldn't say that, should I?
It might not have been.
Probably shouldn't say that.
You do work at one of the other fast food restaurants in town, so you could get it from there.
Yeah, me, because I work at the local KFC. It's a pretty good establishment, if you ask me. I know. Actually, do you know what? Okay. Do you know what grinds my gears? This is a new segment on the On We Talk podcast. They've changed what they put on the Twister. They don't just put the lettuce and then the sauce and tomato and the chicken now. Instead of lettuce, they put like a dry slaw fucking shit. It's fucking rank. And I'm thinking, I got it once and I'm like, oh, maybe they just ran out of the other stuff. Because a few weeks ago, they ran out of fucking chicken.
Yeah. Wasn't it Wicked Wings? Didn't they run out of Wicked Wings?
I think it was
it was like New
something.
South
They
Wales.
ran out of something because everybody came to Macca's.
Wicked Wings. I'm like, how the fuck do you run out of spicy chicken? It's just chicken with spice on it.
Fucked if I know. But they ran out of chicken in general. They might have ran out of chicken in general because apparently it happens all the time. I don't fucking know. Because everybody came to Macca's. But I'm like thinking, oh, okay, maybe they ran out of lettuce and they couldn't put it on. And I went there again and got it. And I'm like, this tastes like shit again. And then I got told, oh, they changed the recipe.
That won't last.
I'm never getting a Twister ever again. No,
they've done this before. Yeah, they've changed the recipe like once before, and it only fucking lasted shit. I don't know, 6 months maybe, and they changed it back.
They need to fucking figure their shit out because KFC's pissing me the fuck off.
Is top tier. Like
it is.
Like
if we,
I mean, like Hungry Jack's is like better than like Macca's, but because the burgers are bigger and they are better.
I've had good experiences and bad experiences with Hungry Jack's.
Hungry Jack's hard.
I think it depends. I will say I love the Aussie Angus right now at Macca's.
Do they put your beetroot on it?
But maybe that's... they put beetroot on it this time. Last time I forgot.
Is it basically just like a works burger?
I guess so. Like it's got aioli, it's got barbecue sauce.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's meat.
It's just a works burger.
So it's got... Because it's got aioli, it's got aioli, barbecue sauce, lettuce. There's no tomato. I have to add tomato. It has bacon. It has 3 onion rings.
Fuck.
And then an Angus patty.
Yeah, it doesn't have an egg, so it's not a works burger.
I think that maybe it used to be because they used to have one with an egg.
Yeah,
on it,
there was
they?
one. Oh fuck, years ago. Yeah.
It was a long time ago. Maybe that was the Aussie. I don't think, but that wasn't the Aussie Angus. Maybe that was the
it was
McAussie.
And I got it one day. I'm like, this is just a fucking work.
The McAus.
Yeah.
It was the McAus. That's what it was. It was ages ago. Maybe they were like, well, because they don't do all day breakfast anymore.
Oh, really?
At McDonald's. So maybe they're like,
they got rid of it.
They stopped it like a month ago.
But they still do like all.
So it's 12 o'clock now.
All day regular menu, don't they?
Lunch.
Yeah.
Correct.
I could not think of anything.
So we cook 10 to 1 and 4 in the morning. Yeah.
Big Mac at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
People do it. Can I have 2 large quarter pounder meals at fucking 5:15 in the morning?
It's fucking gross. Because like, I'm sure the people who get them like probably want a coffee at the same time.
No.
Yuck. I can't, like, there's no way I could drink a Coke and have like a quarter pounder at 5:30 in the morning. I'd be fucking sick to my gut.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't understand how people do it. Oh, what is your go-to breakfast item at McDonald's? Like if you're getting breakfast.
So mine's a big breakfast burger with no egg.
Just normal? Nothing. No egg. Okay, no egg.
Yeah.
In a meal? With a black coffee?
Yeah, most time. Yeah.
Long black?
Large
okay.
black coffee.
So mine would be a Mighty Muffin. Instead of the ketchup, we'll put on barbecue sauce. Yep. And then instead of the regular cheese, we'll put on the Aussie Jack because we can't call it Coon anymore for some reason.
Cancelled, cunt.
Don't know why. Maybe there's a, I don't know, possibly like a racial connotation there. Not sure. And then I'll put it in a meal with a large vanilla latte, lactose-free milk, and Bob's your uncle. What's your McDonald's meal? People on Spotify can actually answer this question. Did you know that in the Spotify you can actually answer what's their McDonald's
every episode
meal or
their McDonald's breakfast meal?
We'll say breakfast. You know what? We'll say breakfast meal because it's like everyone likes
like a breakfast meal from Macca's is like you normally get the same thing every time. Whereas like lunch or dinner, you like switch it up every now and then. Like sometimes you get a Big Mac, sometimes you get a classic Angus, sometimes you get quarter pounder, cheeseburger meal, double cheeseburger,
nuggies,
those
chicken
fucking
nuggies.
shit wraps. No, the wraps are shit, and the salads. Any kind of goes to Macca's and orders a salad is fucking weird.
Oh, the salad can be if I do it myself because anybody else, they'll fucking cut the chicken. They'll go, yep, but they won't cut it all the way through. Like when I get a toasted sandwich and they don't cut it all the way through, and I'm in the car and I pull out my sandwich, and then my fucking sandwich goes halfway across the car against the fucking window and.
You know what I fucking hate the most about people who work at Macca's? This is going to be the biggest pet peeve, is they put the fucking butter for your toasted like banana bread or raised bread in the fucking bag and it melts and all you get is like this oil fucking gross like syrup.
We put it on the side now. I always put it on the side. I hand it to him separate.
Doesn't. Every time.
No, I know. That's stupid.
Fucking makes me want to... It makes me want to go to a school and shoot kids. It actively upsets me.
How long have we been recording for? 25 minutes? We might cut it off there. That was pretty gross. Actually, speaking of shitting up at school, Smiling Friends. So, so Michael Cusack, and he did like the YOLO animation. He did Damo and Darren. Yeah, and Psychic Pebbles, another animator. They had a pilot for a show called Smiling Friends like a few weeks ago. No, it's not a few weeks ago, last year. And they finally got their show on Adult Swim. They were going to show 2 episodes, and then they had like another show on the schedule. They just showed the whole season, and it's really, really good. They had like a lot of like guest voices as well. They had David Firth, as in Salad Fingers.
Oh shit, really?
As one of the voices. It was good. He played this guy called
Vegetable Fingers.
Like Shrimp. No, he's played a guy. He was a shrimp. Have you seen the Jerry Jackson videos he's ever done? And he talks like this. He goes, "Hi, I'm Jerry Jackson," and he talks like that. And it's like this high pitched, like weird voice. Yeah, I'll have to show you one time. But he plays a character called I think it's like Shrimp Guy or something like that. And it's this guy's got broken up with his girlfriend, and they go into his house, and he's playing like Mouse Quest, and he's got like Mouse Quest posters, like a fake game, and he just talks like that. And he goes to get like they go to like get him like pimped out to get his girlfriend back, and he's got clothes on, and like he tries on this outfit, and he comes out, and he asks the other character like, "Oh, how do I look?" And he's like, "It looks like you're about to like shoot up a school, man." Like, no, that's not the joke. He says, "It looks like you're about to call your friend and say, don't come to school tomorrow." And it was so good. It's such a good joke. There's a joke in there. It was like Halloween, and one of them has to go get like firewood, and then he ends up like going into like hell or something, blah, blah, blah. And this like black-faced demon like chases him. And then he like comes into the room where the party's happening, and everyone's just looking at him. And he's like, "Hey, is that guy doing blackface?" And he's like, No, I'm a demon. I've got a black face. He's like, "Hey, that guy's doing fucking blackface." And they start like beating the shit out of him. It's pretty funny. Smiling Friends. I had to, and I will say, I feel bad for this. I torrented the whole season because it's not available in Australia.
You're a fucking...
There's nowhere else. There's nowhere else to watch it.
Scumbag.
I don't think there's anything wrong with torrenting.
Yeah, no, I do it too. I've done it a few times. Just for like friends though, like family and stuff, who like want to watch a movie but they don't want to go to the cinema. It's like I got you
like
back.
I try to support it.
I'll get that for you.
I love when you download a movie, and it's like a new movie, and it says like 4K.
Yeah, and it's not
32 frames of refresh, and it's like fucking someone hitting the cam, and they're fucking like in the cinema.
Like you download it, but it's like Indian dubbed, and you're like, "Fuck!"
Oh, that's bad. It's always bad. I used to have the same problem when I downloaded songs on LimeWire back in the day. Did you ever use LimeWire, or is that a bit old for you? So that's where I download like music illegally, and like I would try and download like, I don't know, like a Weird Al Yankovic song, and it's like this fucking shitty like phone recorded version, or I'll download like this song from like an album, and then it's like it ends up being like someone's like actual cover of it, but doesn't say that. And then like, you'd always have problems.
I used to use YouTube to MP3. That was
too.
the fucking site, dude. You could just copy and paste any link from YouTube, convert it to MP3 audio.
That's it. Because I used to do that to download videos off YouTube that I knew that I'd need to like archive for some reason, or I wanted to use it in a video or something like that. Because some of them are like really good. Like you'll get like the 4K version of somebody's video. Not that I'd ever. Depends on what it was.
Depends on who.
I think I actually did it with. Did you ever watch Video Game High School?
No.
It was Rocket Jump, Freddie W, the fat Asian guy, and then he had that show, Video Game High School. It was like I think you would have like loved it back in the day. And it was like these guys, and they go to school and play video games. Like it was like this whole like, not sort of sci-fi, not really. The guy from. Did you ever watch, what was that YouTube channel, and they cooked stuff?
Breaking Bad?
No, not Breaking Bad, not meth. Harvey, no, not Harvey Weinstein. Harley Montgomery. No, he fucking has, Epic Mealtime.
Oh,
Did
I
you
never
ever
watched it, but I've heard people talk about it all the time.
And like they'd cook stuff, but they'd always have like bacon in it.
Ooh.
This is like OG YouTube. This is like back in the day. He's fallen off now. His videos like hard to get any views. I watched a video about it, and it's like, it's funny how, actually I watched a video about Smosh the other day, and how like after Anthony left, like you'd think the views would go down.
Yeah.
Because Anthony left Smosh. But what happened was, because like just before he left, they introduced like the new 5 cast members, blah blah blah. And the video is about like how the views of like the average is like gone way down, because they used to average something like 200 million views a video, but they were still sort of like 200 million views a month. And you'd think, oh, after Anthony left, that had happened. When he left, they slightly went up for like
because they were back in social. They were back in the like. There was heaps of like, oh, Anthony's leaving Smosh, blah blah. Like everyone would have gone, oh fuck, and they would have gone back to the channel and like watched a heap of new videos.
You're right, but I thought it would have gone the other way. But then like a year and a half after that, like now the views are like significantly lower. Like they're still good, hundreds of thousands of views, but not millions.
They just make the same fucking videos.
That's exactly it. Do you remember the series like?
I mean, I know it's hard with restrictions and COVID and stuff, but they're not like creating. I feel like they're not creating as much anymore.
No, like they are and they're not. Like the main channel has like a lot of sketch stuff. I will say a lot of the new stuff they're putting on the main channel is quite good. Like they've sort of half stopped the series, but they still do it called, what's it called? Every something ever. Like every McDonald's ever, or every like that one. But they've been doing that for like 7 years. But they've been doing like a lot of like original stuff on the Smosh channel. I'm just gonna have a quick look. But they've been doing like a lot of shorts as well, and the shorts aren't like that funny. Okay, they still do the every something ever one. And they got like little sketches. But like there's some like original ideas like POV, you're the first person at the party. Courtney interviews her exes where the other guys like play like fake exes, and it's actually quite funny. Reading our leaked DMs, and they're all like fake DMs. There's a lot of like good actual videos here. There is, but they've only like just started to do that in like the last 3 months. Their second channel, I really like the what's that series called? Trying to Laugh.
Yeah, they're sometimes pretty funny.
But as we've figured out, the blonde girl, Courtney, is funny. Olivia, the Asian, is not funny. There's another one who's like not really funny. There's like 2 or 3 that are funny. Ian's not even that funny on them.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably like over it. Oh fuck,
he's like 40 years old.
I mean, look at how he looks these days, and look at Anthony looks. Like Ian's probably like, fuck, I should have left. Maybe I could be hot.
No, he's exactly right. Like he looks like a typical dad.
Ian looks
he absolutely does.
Sad.
He does. I think
Ian looks like he should be on like Good Mythical Morning. Like he's that fucking fucking old.
Oh, that's crazy. I think because that's the thing. The Red and Link bought them out.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't sort of like, don't know, transitioned into more.
I thought Ian maybe would have gone and done a bit of collabing with like heaps of collab work with them, but they haven't really. All they've like Red and Link have been over on the Smosh channel and they've done some videos with them, like those Trying to Laugh ones. But yeah, I would have thought Ian would have gone over to Mythical Entertainment and done a couple of.
So I agree. Like the one thing I noticed, and this is one thing I was brought up in the video I watched about it by Sunny V2, Australian YouTuber actually. What he said was, so like the views were good, and like when Anthony left, like they actually went up a bit, and then obviously like the stuff with Defy Media, etc., and then it sort of like went down, and now it's like average like much more down. The one thing that was good about Defy, even though like they didn't really know how a lot of like their audience worked, blah blah blah, their views averaged a lot better up there, and now they can do whatever they want. Sometimes it looks better. It's like better if you have somebody like this one person in charge, or a team like 1 or 2 people in charge that tells everybody like, and you have to sort of like filter a lot of the ideas. Do you know what I mean? Like I imagine if with Ennui, if I let you and Sam and like Jack and Kieran or whatever just like shoot out ideas, and then I didn't do anything. I just made it happen. And I'm not saying I'm perfect either.
I remember like a few years ago, you were a fucking prick. If anybody came up with an idea, you'd be like, nah, it's not funny. It's not good. And then we'd do your idea, and then we'd sit down and watch it, and you'd go, oh, it's not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
No. Because, okay, there's so many aspects of it. It's like, okay, it has to be funny. But also now, and this is one thing that I've like really tightened in on the last 6 months, it has to be like YouTube friendly in terms like the podcast now. Like the titles are all something that you would click. Do you know what I mean? Like they're all like much more like clickbaity, but they're also like tongue in cheek clickbaity, some of them. But like with the main videos, for example, they have to be a title that people will click no matter who you are. It has to have a high CTR. That's the click. What's it fucking called? Click to. What is fucking CTR stand for? Why am I having the biggest blank in the fucking world? Click through rate. Fucking retard. To make people click. So good thumbnail, good title, and they come in, and then for the start of the video, it has to be like engage them straight away, and then like the rest of the video, even if it's like a longer video, there's like peaks and valleys and all that shit, and there's like an end where you want them to stay to the end. Because it's not like TV and it's like, oh, I'm going to tune into this show and like watch through. Like I've had to watch, I watched a lot of videos on Mr. Beast and taken like a lot of stuff of like why people are sitting down and watching his videos and that sort of shit. And like, what can you take from that? Blah, blah, blah. Because it's not easy. But then so at the same time, because I remember, so there's a lot of videos that me and Liam shot, and then it was like, okay, this didn't really turn out to be a good video in total. A lot of those ideas I'm turning into TikTok ideas, micro content. For example, there was a video that we're doing on OnlyFans, and it was going to be Matt starting OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. Now, it's just going to be a 60-second sketch where Matt just goes, okay, we're going to capture the niche market on OnlyFans, and I'm going to post pictures of my cock and balls. Ha ha, that's the joke. But that you can't make that like a fucking 7-minute video. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking hard.
Like your cock and balls.
You can't. Like my cock and balls. Exactly. Very hard like my cock and balls. Because there's so many ideas that I want to do. And it's like, okay, can we actually make this into an engaging video?
It's tricky. Because it doesn't always turn the way you fucking hoped it would.
Oh, fuck no. See, I think the one thing that we can do is like, okay, if we have a good idea with a thumbnail. The thing is, I try not to, and this is one thing I've been recommended with videos at least. If you don't have the title and thumbnail like set before you pretty much film the video, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Because that's what you need to think about first, getting people into the video. Like if you film a whole video and at the end of it, it's like, this could be a good video, but I can't think of a way for people to click on it.
But that's the thing though, like every YouTuber clickbaits now. Yeah, but then there's YouTubers, and it fucking boils my piss when they do it. They're like, oh, I don't clickbait like others do. Like, I only do very little clickbait. It's like, yeah, but you still clickbait. It doesn't matter how much you fucking do it.
You need to.
Don't be that guy who's like, I'm better than everyone because I don't clickbait. You do fucking clickbait. This whole video is clickbait.
Exactly. But that's what you need to do to get there. That's the thing. Like somebody said the other day, I saw in a video, it was like, you need to make sure you're appealing to like the masses for most of your videos.
A video title and thumbnail is the equivalent of a trailer for a movie. And they always show the most exciting things in a movie, in a trailer, but with no context. So the audience goes, that is going to be fucking sick. Then you might watch the movie and go, look cooler in the trailer because there was no context around it. That's all the video title and thumbnail is. Like there's a YouTuber, I watched a video on this YouTuber, Mark Rober, and he did a video about, I was like elephant paste and like exploded and all this other stuff. And like the thumbnail was like very clickbaity, and the first 5 seconds of the video was the explosion. And then how they led up to the explosion. But then he mixed that in with, he was inviting a kid who had cancer, blah, 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 to like come help because he's a big fan of his content. So then there's that aspect of it as well. So like there's a heartwarming. There's so many aspects of making a good YouTube video. And then you see someone just put like out a piece of shit and it goes viral. Yeah, well, the slow-mo guys do something similar. They always show the end of the experiment in the first maybe 20 seconds of the video, and then the rest of the video is explaining like what they did, the setup, and then they show it again, but like in much bigger detail, like with different angles. Yeah. You know, they actually show it in slow motion, whereas at the start of the video, it's just with the camera set up, and you just watch what happens. Like you watch the explosion, go, oh fuck, that's sick. And then it cuts to the start of the video where it's like they do the introduction, they explain what they're going to do, the setup, then they do it, and then they show the slow motion. Which is like, it's almost like it's being produced as if it was a science TV show. You know, like they actually explain to you what's happening, what causes it, which is fucking weird. But they sort of explain the science behind how it's working, and then they film it in slow motion and show you the slow-mo.
that's the best way to do it. Like I think like there's some things you can like some people do like really good documentary content. I've seen like some really good like crime documentaries. There's a guy called like I think his like name was like JCP Psychology or something like that, and half his videos got taken down because they're like talking about murders and shit like that. But like he'll go through like the interviews with the person and go through the whole case, and like that stuff like takes off on YouTube. Like that stuff that's so good that it's like it doesn't matter how
it's
made, it's just good. Like, but that's the thing. I want to get to the point where I can just put out stuff and not have to think about that stuff as much. Marcus Brownlee, the guy does like tech reviews. He's like fucking 10 million subs. He said on a video that he hasn't been in the red, as in he hasn't not made profit on his content for like 8 years. So now he doesn't have to think about that stuff as much. Like people are going to like obviously like he makes sure the videos are the best they are, blah blah blah, to differentiate themselves. But it's like just make good videos. It gets to that point, and that's where I want us to be, and that's what we are. We're gonna make good videos.
Maybe.
I'm sick of working on Macca's. I think we all are. I think everyone wants to achieve their dreams. You know, we'll get there. I'm all over it. That's why I'm that's why I'm going super hard, starting a clothing label this year to like help out that back end. I've got all the suppliers, the supplying down. It's going to be good. We're going to make some nice merch, but also I'm going to sell my face on a shirt. No. Would you buy that?
I will buy every other shirt and I will help you get there for those shirts, but I will fucking flat out never buy the shirt with your face on it.
What if it says, watch out for this man in your neighborhood?
I would just print that and put it on a billboard.
Yeah, you probably should actually, to be honest.
Are you actually going to start a clothing label?
That's what I'm doing, yeah. It is sick, because that's the thing. I think that'll help the backbone of Ennui.
Fuck that. That can actually like a clothing shop.
Doesn't make money though. That does.
I feel like it would.
But it doesn't. It would. That's the thing. I've got some like Ennui designs that I'm like working on, blah blah blah. Because I want to make Ennui this big brand. That's the thing. It's but
we've discussed this before. You need to have a fan base to buy that shit.
No, you do.
Before you start paying.
No, but that's the thing. No, that's the thing. So for one, it's all print on demand. So there's like zero money I have to put in. The only money I have to put in is for the designs, and some of the designs I'm going to be doing myself. And like all it is like you to get and I've done my research, and it's like it's not 100% there because it's not getting launched today. If I launch it today, it would be not a success at all. To launch a clothing label, it's not just because you see people do it all the time. They're like, you know what? I'm going to leave university and I'm going to start my own clothing label, and I'm going to be the next Nike or the next, what's the one with the red logo? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like Supreme. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be the next Supreme and shit like that. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. I want to launch it like it's part of Ennui, but like you don't have to know it's Ennui to buy the merch at the same time.
It's clothes.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you want to run it as its own thing, but have it tied like it's like a shell company of Ennui.
In a way, that's exactly right. It's like the thing is, Ennui will have different. I want Ennui to have different verticals, and some of them will have a crossover in audience, but not all of it. Like that was a thing I had with Casper the other day about friend of the show / editor / sometimes on the podcast. Casper had the conversation about, do we put the Ennui Coffee Club on a new channel or the main channel? Does it serve the same audience? It is you and me. We are being funny. That can go on the main channel. But is it so different to what the other stuff on the main channel will be that it'll be a detriment to the main channel? But also, the main channel is not big. And it's like, okay, well then it's only going to have an upload like every 2 months with the main videos I'm working on. Is it just better to put it on the main channel? There's no right or wrong. Like there's so much in like Rooster Teeth, for example. You'll look at a lot of the videos and it's like, I don't want to watch that. I'll watch one video out of like 10. And is that a detriment? I don't know. The clothing label would have the main clothing stuff would be a different audience to probably anybody who watched the videos. Like not everybody who watched the videos is going to buy a t-shirt, vice versa. It could live on its own. But then there'll be like meme shirts or not meme shirts, Ennui
based,
like video related stuff, more merchandise rather than
just
clothing level stuff. Yeah. But like it's all within the one business.
I've
seen it done well. I fuck with that. The one thing that a lot of the best creators do and influencers do is they build brands that are bigger than themselves. Logan Paul has that fucking clothing label, Maverick Clothing, and you don't have to be a fan of Logan Paul to buy the clothes. Even though his clothes are sort of like shit.
Wow.
Not that good.
He's going to kick your ass.
He won't. He's over there in America. He can't come here.
Is it America East?
He could.
I don't know which way you're facing. I think you just pointed west, though.
I don't know.
If I remember how we set your office up, I'm pretty sure you pointed to the west just then.
Which way? You don't know where I'm facing?
Are you still facing the wall that I put you on? Yeah, yes. You pointed to the west. Because your front door faces west.
Any other smart ass comments?
No, I'm just saying. Just pointed the wrong way.
I think I might end the podcast there because you've just been a fucking prick now.
That's fine.
No worries. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for listening to the #Ennui Talk podcast. Next episode with Ben might be in person, and it'll probably be our Valentine's Day special. Yeah. Maybe. Probably. Talk about how much in love we are with our partners.
Yeah. Your computer's not your partner.
But my flashlight on my desk is. Thanks for listening to the Ennui Talk podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Winter. This has been Benjamin Davis as well. Go fuck yourself. I'm serious.
You're signing out of a news program.
I am. Like on Anchorman, how he goes,
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Stay classy, San Diego. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. That's my Ron Burgundy impression. Should we do an impressions channel? I think we should.